All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're here with comedian Fredo Davis, and this is 101 with comedian Fredo Davis. I'm here with a very special guest today, music mogul. You know, the guy that did all his business right, and now stand-up comedian touring with D'Amico and Sunshine on a world tour, or East Coast tour, but they're touring. That's what counts nowadays. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and help me welcome my special guest, Positive K! I'm happy to have you here, brother. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? I had to sit you down and talk with you, brother, because you're one of the, you're very different in the game. You came from rapping. I remember watching you on the big-ass flat screen TVs with the back on them when I was a little kid.
It's poking out.
And you had on that gray suit, that probably was cashmere or some shit back then that y'all niggas used to wear. Probably some suede ballads or some shit, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in the days and I got those, you know what I'm saying? I thought suits was expensive, but you look very fly on TV. Ladies, this Positive K, I got a man.
Thank you.
And we're gonna break it all the way down what this brother did to get the sauce that he got now. And I don't know how many years later, cause I don't like to put no shit on it.
It's not dead.
But this brother still touring off that fucking song. He did his business right. It ain't take 10 albums, 10 times to go platinum. One time, handled his business from the beginning, eating off it the rest of his life. And he was a very talented brother to be in the studio to make that song, I Got a Man, and to do the vocals for the woman. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, this is a multi-talented, funny motherfucker here, man.
Hey, yo, man, you just say the woman now. Hold on now.
Hey, man, it's what the studio do.
Yeah, you know, but we in a different time right now. Yeah,
you did a woman. Let me tell you who did it first when I saw it in the documentary. Ray Charles. Because he was fucking all this backup singing. He kicked up, he fired the broads. He was like, you think I really need you? You gonna raise the price on me? Get your ass out my studio. And that nigga went in there and tweaked his old ass voice, put it in the computer, and that shit was like a hit.
Well, you know, it happened before that. You know, that was the mothership. I mean, the mothership was I'm Not Having It with MC Lyte. That was the first back and forth.
What did MC Lyte do? What did I miss, man?
That was, excuse me, miss. No, I'm not having it. Excuse me, miss. No, I'm not having it.
MC Lyte?
Yeah, that was me. I wrote that and everything. But see what it is, that was everybody gets I Got a Man, I'm Not Having It confused sometimes now. Or they put it all together as one, like one
so
thing.
You got two songs to do on these.
Well, there's more than that. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to get into that, man, because hip-hop and comedy go hand in hand.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're a multi-talented motherfucker, you know?
Thank you.
Sorry. I cuss, put the kids at home. Don't repeat after me. All right. But look, man, for you to go in there and tweak your voice to do that, man, what you was working with? What program you use?
It was called Synclavia. But first it was done with Big Daddy Kane. You know, I was having trouble. I was having trouble with a label, and you know, Kane, we was partners, man. You know, we was tied in and skid on the sausage, man. Yeah. That was my boy. So he said when I had the problem with the label, he's like, "Look, if you want to leave, I got your back." And not a lot of guys do that. Not a lot of people in the music business was looking out for people. Everybody was going for self, and that was it. And he said, "Yo," he put the money up for me to go in the studio and everything. And he was like,
"Big Daddy Kane."
Big Daddy Kane.
One time, Big Daddy Kane legend over there about to knock that dude out in UK. You should have stolen him. That nigga in the back of his head, give him a back brain punch.
Yeah. A couple of years back, Kane would have hit him. But Kane
was dog. Kane was dog.
That was a grown Kane.
Yeah.
That was a grown.
Yeah, they said Biz Markie talked about that.
Yeah, that was a grown Kane.
They used to think Kane was nothing but a hoodlum. You know what I'm saying? But they caught the vapors. Look at him now.
Yeah.
Still getting it. So you done work with a lot of multi-platinum artists back in the day and shit too.
Most definitely. Grand Pool.
You still look young, man. You stayed off the cocaine, I can tell.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? A few months.
That's why you my dog, man. Outgoing, bro.
You know?
This is a lot of years later, though, man. As far as that music thing, we've just celebrated, what, 50 years of hip-hop?
50 years of hip-hop. I don't know where the number come from, you know what I'm saying? Because I think it was going longer than that, but I guess they wanted to round it up.
Hip-hop was going longer.
I think they wanted to round it up. Somebody from the Bronx messed up. I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Blame the Bronx, huh? Brooklyn keep on making it, Manhattan keep on taking it, and the Bronx stole it all and robbed everybody for the fake. I don't know. Something like that. Karis went big up to you, too. So you've been around a lot of legends in the game. Which label was you, what they say, a label artist or independent?
Matter of fact, and people can go look back and check it. I think I was the first independent that came out since Russell Simmons did Def Jam. I was the first independent. I had a song called Night Shift that sold about 80,000. I got you working on the night shift. Down, boom, boom, boom.
I never heard that.
Real funky record. But yeah, you know.
Real funky record.
Pick it up. It's still knocking. So pick it up.
It went double wood.
Look at on Positive Greatest. Well, 80,000 was good enough for me to get
80,000 independent.
And that was a lot of money.
That's good money.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We were selling those maybe what? That was going like maybe 6,000 pop after they got hot.
Yeah.
You know?
So
and
one single back then, I remember going, we used to pay, everyone correct, 99 cents for one song?
Well, that was, you know.
No. Back then it was $4.99.
Yes, I'm trying to tell you.
For a single tape.
So yeah, but it was the cuss single. You know what I'm saying? They had like different mixes on it. That's how they got everybody. So you had the instrumental, you had the vocals,
and I remember
buying the bonus track. So
vocal, instrumental, and then the song.
Yeah, and then the bonus track. But like if you know,
two sides, A and B side for that shit. So I fought with you. So I mean, you did it independent back there. That's a big gamble, man. They say anything you gonna be successful in life, you are gonna have to jump off that cliff.
I did that, man. You know, not only that, I did it for myself, I did it for a lot of other people also.
Well, you helped them and taught them the ropes.
Most definitely. Well, I created a lot of relationships with DJs from working my independent record. So, you know, in return, you know, a lot of guys were like, "Yo, man, how you doing it? How you doing it? How you doing it?" You know, I ain't tell everybody, "Oh, you know."
You can't give away your secrets. Now.
You know, I think I messed up, but I did tell, you know, because I'm a good guy. So I'm like, this is how you do it.
Good guys finish last.
And you know, and I've learned that. That's why in comedy, I'm a little tight-lipped with the comedy thing right now.
Yeah. And then but you still doing you getting your pub for your music, and you're getting pub for comedy.
But let me tell you what happened. It was I had a lot of relationships with DJs.
Yeah.
And I would, you know, and I had like a playlist of everybody who played, you know, even from Greg Street when he was starting out. I had college, everything. So when I sent a record out, it hit. But not only that, I would call and create relationships with everybody. And
that's business.
Yeah, that's business. And I would know if their mama, you know, how much Glory doing? Oh, did your sister graduate? Did she go? Did she get to college?
Yeah.
You know, I knew the intricacies of what everybody was going through. They was doing with their family, and it was like, yo, man, guys, man, my sister want to talk, and I was always available. I always picked up the phone. I was never the guy. Well, he didn't answer. I always answered the phone, and even in this day and time, I get very upset with people who don't answer their phone. I'm like, it's not hard to answer the phone.
Hey, give me a second, brother. I was shaving.
I had hit the button on the laundry machine, on the dryer.
I was cutting grass with my walk lawnmower.
And I was killing a snake.
Not the motor. Throw the grass on me.
You know?
Yeah.
But that's what they do, man. And I took pleasure in that. I made great relationships, and I passed it on to Showbiz and AG. They benefited from it. Fat Joe. Everybody that was up there in the Bronx, that was coming out of there, the master ceremony, all those guys. The main people who benefited was Wu-Tang. I'm the first guy that gave them the playlist, the Sun Out Protect Your Neck, and this is where I devoted a lot.
You gave it to RZA, or who you gave it to?
I gave it to Mel Quan and Shabazz, who was the main managers of the whole thing. But RZA came to me first, was like, yo, look out for the guards, you know, you know, because positive knowledge is positive knowledge all out. So they were like, look out for the guards. This man come on all the time. So I
knowledge God too, huh?
Indeed. So what I did, I gave it to a brother who was working at a Polygram Records, who was really on the low, mailing my stuff out through the joint. So I gave them the list to make the initial calls in the beginning to get the record going. Once it got going, then they took it over to homie and broke my homie off, you know, and he mailed it out through the Polygram system. So they had a major distribution like I did, and with Protect Your Neck, and that's how it went down, and the record broke. So
you did it right, even helping people to understand like Wu-Tang was like platinum back then. Like you sell records, but a lot of things in the record, because it's a business, they ain't gonna tell you sometimes you sold platinum. They're not gonna tell you.
They ain't gonna tell you, but I mean,
they're gonna give you a big loan on the next record.
Almost definitely. The numbers are always fudged.
Yeah,
they're always fudged. But the bottom line is, but they were still independent at the time on Protect Your Neck. So they were seeing the actual money. That's when the labels came and got them. Like the labels came and got me.
Yeah, Steve Rifkin, if I'm correct.
Steve came and got me. And it was a bidding war for me. It was CBS. It was Sony. It was Polygram. It was two labels within inside of the Polygram thing, and then Island Records came, and they put a bid in for me, and I went with them.
Island Records was Lionel Cohen.
Leo
Cohen, sorry.
Well, that's another story because...
I keep calling him Lionel.
Yes, Leo Cohen, but it was Sony, it was Polygram, and Def Jam was still independent. I went with Island, and Island Records seen what I was doing as far as my promotion game, because after I did that, I also got called by a dude named L.A. Reid. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted me to help them with a new group they was working on called Outkast.
That you was writing for?
No, I didn't write for them. I helped promote the group. First time they was ever seen was with me on Fat Five Freddy, you know, on MTV Jams.
Outkast.
Yeah,
multi-platinum group that had the number one.
The number one song, And I promoted that record, man. I broke them when dudes when I'm playing. That's when anybody from the South wasn't getting played. You know, especially on the Eastern Seaboard, more or less in LA.
Puffy did their first video, which was
Southern Playalistic. I broke that record.
But it was supposed to have been a Christmas song, which
it really was a Christmas song.
Because you heard the jingle bells in the beginning.
Well, they
shout out to Rico Wade producing that.
Rico Wade, big shout out to him, man, good guy. They flew me down when Super Bowl was here. Matter of fact, L.A. Reid was me, my partner down here, and we went to the dungeon. I was in the dungeon. I remember sitting in the car seats and all that. I remember when me and Big Boy and Trey got twisted, and we had a good time, man. It was a good relationship that we had, and I put a lot of work in. I worked that record. I worked a couple of singles from them, and you know, and broke it. I broke Outkast on the East Coast because I was the number one guy in the country at the time.
So what, you was like an A&R too?
No, well, not A&R. I mean, they asked me how I liked the music and whatnot, but you couldn't A&R. It was so crazy when I listened to it. I was like, this is insane. But it was weird because a lot of DJs didn't want to do it. I remember right now, I teased Funkmaster Flex. I'd be like, Flex, remember you told me your pies, you're killing me. I'm not going to spend it, your pie. I said, I need 3 spins this week. You got to give me 3 spins. I mean, I was really going hard on the promotion side of it.
And you promoted that album, which got them brothers to the Source Awards, which made Dre say what he say, because as long as we divide it, we conquered all day. But when you bring the hip hop together, from Jay-Z working with UGK, from Outkast coming up to the Source Awards and say the South got something to say, and that put the South on the map, opened the door for a lot of other brothers, young groups, and that to come up, you know what I'm saying, to voice their opinion. It takes somebody from the inside to do something like that. So, well,
I'll tell you this, Dave, you know, I did work the record, I did break the record. I was the number one guy in the country at that time. When I said this was hot, people listened to it and they took heed to it, especially DJs I had a relationship with. I told them to spin it, they spun it all weekend.
So what's your title? To do something like that, because I saw Positive K to do, like, when I see your video, I think y'all shot in the white site studio, whatever. The girls, like, you just walk across the studio, you got the car, you got the girls, and then you shot outside. You shot a lot of different scenes outside too, if I'm correct, but maybe I'm getting confused with 3 Times Dope. You know, all that era. I just remember being watching y'all guys.
Yeah.
You, Bob MC, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, Diddy dancing. Like, I just remember those type of videos and how they were shot. Then I grew up to shoot videos a little bit. Shout out to my brother Video God, which moved out to Cali, take his shit to a whole nother level.
That's right.
But he shoot all his videos out of here. You know what I'm saying? Out of ATL.
I got it all from Kane, man. Kane was my best teacher. I guess for me, I can't speak for Jay-Z, but Kane took Jay-Z and I under the wing.
Yeah, I remember that. I watched the documentaries like a mug when it comes to hip hop and that stuff to see, because like a lot of times when you take on young guys, they take on your style.
Most definitely, he was impressionable. I mean, Kane, he introduced us to his audience. Number one, I
remember letting them sit. They showed the show. I don't know who the hell had a camera back then, but that shit came out clear.
That was a crazy show too.
We was talking about some intricate details behind the scenes that you did. I didn't know you did that much behind the scenes. You worked with some of the greats, and you're brick in the sidewalk of some of these brothers' career.
Yeah, most definitely. Broke a lot of groups, worked a lot of songs and a lot of labels, from Mary J. Blige to the Father MC Records to the Biggie Smalls, the Craig Mack Records. Worked a lot of songs.
Did you ever get a chance to work with Big Bub? I was on a cruise with Big Bub. Big Bub was singing his ass off, wooing them old ass ladies.
I hang out with Big Bub. Let me tell you something. If you ever want to meet the most egotistical
Big Bub.
But the nicest guy in the world. But Bub will tell you, oh, I'll sing circles around them. But let me tell you something.
But you need that for Bub can blow.
No. Bub, listen to something. Bub has the right to be wherever he say, I'm the baddest man.
Everybody talking about Silver Room. You met Silver Room?
No, I haven't. Silver Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said Silver Room.
Silver. Hey, I'm on that rim.
I thought you talking about. I thought it was a liquor you were talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
I said, who make that Silver Room?
She got the powerfulest name in the industry, and she helped a lot of artists.
Well, she ran Atlantic Records when I was over there with First Priority Music. Mm-hmm. She's the one that put out the I'm Not Having It. Another hit record I had that you don't know about called Good Combination, which I'm Not Having It was on the flip side, which was very big.
No, and, I'm Not Having It.
Yeah, very big song. One of the first duet raps in history that you heard, like I Got a Man. You never heard it before until you heard that.
So no, I'm Not Having It is you and who?
MC Light.
MC Light.
Excuse me, miss. No, I'm not having it.
Oh yeah, I fuck with that.
Yeah. You didn't know before. Brain fog. Let's chalk it up.
Let me tell you something. I used to sit by the radio and listen to this. Fat Boys, all of them. Fat Boys, Run DMC, Beastie Boys. I used to sit by the speaker and record this on my radio. My radio I got for Christmas and record their songs so I could play them over the weekend.
Pause button, baby. The pause button.
Nah, I ain't paused. I had commercials and everything.
Oh, you said I'm not stopping nothing.
Yeah, I had everybody joint.
You had the Soul Glow commercials and all.
And I got my ass whipped for listening to Two Live Crew. Listen up, y'all, because this is it. Forget that old dancer.
Listen, well, there it goes. Hip-hop
out there.
Bass music destroyed minds.
How? It's different era.
I'm already playing with you, man. Nah, it was all great and it was wonderful, man.
Where you out of?
I spent a long time, man. Let me tell you, because I started out in the late 80s, right?
No, I'm talking about Jersey, New York, Philly. Like,
I was my time frame. I think you said what year.
All that. What's that? Would it be the Tri-City area? Would all of that be considered?
I was born in the Bronx and I kind of raised up in Queens, but I did whole boroughs, man. I hung out in Brooklyn so much. I hung out in Brooklyn so hard that everybody thought I was from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, my favorite place to be. I love the breakfast out there in every bodega. I love just how I move. Like my first experience in Brooklyn, I just walked one night and I walked through Marcy Projects. Didn't know it's dead. It ain't like that now because gentrification, but I didn't know where I was, and I was just. It's like when you had the little old GPS and shit. Old GPS, nigga. So I'm just walking. It's like, I ain't worried about nothing. You know me, bro. Hey, listen, I'm blessed to be everywhere, and I don't stress nothing. If
people don't know, Mr. Fredo Davis is he will knuckle up, baby, wherever he at.
But you're in New York, you can't knuckle up. You know what I'm saying? Before all the gun laws and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? New York for me was just the experience, but I was by myself. It's kind of a different journey when you're by yourself.
I understand. I understand.
But I walked through all of that stuff, like didn't even know, like you know what I'm saying. And what Jay-Z did for Brooklyn is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Wonderful job.
Like I said, we used to share hotel rooms together. Kane used to put us in hotel rooms and say, "Yo," he would put, like I said, he played games. We was his entertainment. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, "Yo." It'd be before Sauce Money got down with us. Big shout to Sauce Money, Big Dog. Yeah. It was me and Jay, and he had to dance in School and Scrap, and there may be a few rappers that popped in, whatever. It came like Freddie Fox. He's family.
Freddie Fox is the dude punching everybody in Knuckles. I had his album
but his spit game was crazy. So what Kane would like if we was recording in the studio recording, he just put a beat on and look around and be like, well, okay, let's go cut some vocals. I mean, not just rhyming, but he get on the tour bus, which was Snap Central. That's what I think and I was the guy that pulled the bus over. We got to fight.
A low blow always.
Yeah, I'm drawing blood. But he would tell Jay-Z, "Yo, Pies don't respect your skills, man. He don't respect your skills."
On the low, they keep it going.
Yeah, and he'd be like, "Yo, Pies, Jay-Z think people only like you because you got a few records and he don't." I'm like, what?
I like the little competition amongst each other, but like the way Jay-Z took it, he took it out of this world.
No, he took it out of the world, and it's so crazy. When we find out what Kane did, he's like, we were in a hotel one night. He's like, "Yo, what's up, man? I mean, what's the problem?" What's the problem? So we had to kind of had it out. He's like, "Well, Kane told me." He said, "Well, Kane told me." He's like, "Ah, this."
Kane ain't tell you.
Yeah, Kane tell you that. So that's what it was, man. Me and Jay, we figured it out, man. But I'm happy for him, man.
Bro. That's a dude that he played chess with the whole industry. He played chess.
Well, he did.
You played chess too.
Well, you probably won't. Well, I didn't want to say this because it might sound redundant, but I did take him to Def Jam, and Def Jam turned him down.
Hey, let me tell you something. You need rejection to become strong in this game of positive force. Let me tell you something. I got people behind me that people don't even see.
Can I tell you the story?
A nigga like me.
Let me give you the story.
Be alright regardless.
Let me give you the story. I was with Leo Cohen and Russell Simmons were managing me, right? They had these little Rush associated labels they were doing. They give you money, you bring the stuff back, they was putting it out. So I had two REL, it's called REL labels. I had two REL labels. So I said, listen, I had DJ Doo-Wop from the Bounce Squad.
I'm messing with Doo-Wop.
I was talking. You can ask Doo-Wop. I talked about him on Soul Train, all right? And I talked about Jay-Z on Soul Train when I was on Soul Train, and I did say Soul Train with Don Canese. So I'm talking
independent black show to help artists get out there.
I take Jay-Z to Leo, and Leo's like, Jay-Z will not make a hit record. He can. I get it. He can rhyme. He can do it. But no, I hear no songs. There's nothing there. I said, come on, man. So I spoke to Jay because we was sharing hotel rooms together. It was my dog. I said, dog. I said, listen, you see what I did with Night Shift? Sold the joint independently. I said, let's go and do a joint deal, a joint venture. I said, listen, I'm not gonna sign you. You know, I know he was getting a little change. I said, listen, we'll put the money together. I'll run it through the system. I did the same thing with Wu-Tang, how I promoted Outkast. I said, let's go do what we got to go do. We can get this money. He said, okay, cool. I went to Brooklyn. I bought this new BMW. I think it was the 94 and 93 or something like that. I think it was or 95 and 94. I went to him, but you gotta hear the story.
I'm talking about what year you talking about? 86 with a 94?
No. This
damn, this nigga had his Jackson money.
This.
Go ahead.
But yeah, that was the thing about it. You know, you had to buy a car a year ahead of what you bought. So I'm not sure if it was 93. I'm not sure if it was 93, 94, 94, 95. So I'm not here go, but I'm saying that's what it happened. I went out there with this new car I got it that day.
You went to Brooklyn with it?
So I went to Brooklyn. It was a white
Brownsville!
White BMW with the bells and the whistles. Look like snow on the ground. You know, I'm riding through. Pull up. Dame Dash outside. Yo, park over here. No. I go on with Dame. We sit down. You know, they're playing music. Me and Jay laughing. You know, snapping a couple of jokes, chopping it up. Boom. Let's get the business. Boom. Let's come on, joint venture. Me and Dame and Jay talking. Shake hands. Done deal. We doing a joint venture. Let's go. We gonna get this done, right? Get a call about a week later. We doing paperwork right now. Drawing paperwork up. Lawyers tell we going back over with the lawyers. He calls me up. Says, "Yo, man, Clark Kent just got the job at Atlantic Records with Sylvia Rone as the A&R." And I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. I said, yo, dogs, you promised me if I got on, I would come get you. And if you got on, you would come get me. Well, I came and got you. He said, man, God, he said, yo, dog, appreciate you. And then we was done from there, and he went to Atlantic Records, and that's the last I seen Jay.
Jay went over to Atlanta Records.
He went to Atlanta, his first
never
joint.
Seen it, never thought about it, never seen it.
Yeah, well, that's where the whole thing started from.
The first song with Foxy Brown, I remember watching it, the Hawaiian Sophie shirts, whatever he did in that video with him.
I think it came through Atlantic though. With Sophie
that's all right there. I'm gonna go back and look at that album.
Yeah.
I brought anything Jay-Z had back in the days because he had this song, like I was going through something, I was hustling on the block and shooting dice and junk like that. And he had this one part in the song I kept playing because we got aired out mixtapes. I don't know what you know what an aired out mixtape is, when it's not clear but you can hear the song. So it ain't no bass, nothing. All I heard was probably was the remix, but in my lifetime, the original joint where he was standing on the yacht and the joint. I love this video because it came on BET with Chris Thomas, the mayor, all this, if I'm correct. Don't quote me on that, but my TV knobs turned like this. So when I was turning it, I had cable in my room. I guess I was a privileged kid. Neither here nor there. I remember seeing Jay-Z saying this one part, y'all niggas ain't crazy, y'all niggas gonna pay me. And I was like, that was my slogan for everything. In any dice game, anytime somebody owed me or something, playing that game out there, hustling, being a young dude out there. I've been a fan of his ever since then, bro. And it's an honor and pleasure to talk to somebody that got to work with him, but the joint they was laying, I didn't know that was Atlantic Records when he was coming out.
Yeah, that's when Clark got his first A&R job, and Sylvia Roan hired him, and he was like, "Yo, Paz, we was gonna do the independent thing, but yo, we got he had a machine behind him now. That was Weir.
The machine is everything.
That was Warner Brothers Electric and Atlantic Records, and that was the Weir distribution system. And hey, who didn't want to go through that? Yeah, that was wonderful to do. So that was great for him. Yeah.
So that,
good opportunity for him.
They dropped the ball with everything I was playing.
They dropped the ball, but I mean, and I did a lot of work too because I promoted it a lot.
And a lot of people don't understand with me. It ain't no tomorrow. If we say we're gonna do something, we're doing it today. We're gonna start.
Well, I'm still waiting for a phone call. I don't know, homie. He ain't forget.
When you see this, he'll probably give you a call.
He ain't forget.
I don't know. I don't know who you need to talk
Dave.
to. You might need to talk to Meek. Memphis Bleak, work your way up.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Bleak will call, what's the little dude that's Tata, and then Tata, relay a message of Jay, get back accordingly.
I never worried about things like this, but I never got my platinum records from Big Boy and Outkast, and I would like my platinum records.
Who you need them from? Call L.A. Reid.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you'll get.
I didn't think they were still.
Your collection is probably somewhere in the warehouse out here, but they're gonna be like, oh, here you go.
All the other people that were working for me got them. I said, well, I was the guy who did the thing, and why didn't I get mine? So that's what that was.
So you're really a legend. You know what I'm saying? I'm congratulating you for going on tour and doing what you're doing with that song, I Got a Man. But you got also the joint with MC Light.
I'm not having it.
I'm not having it.
And also there was a very big record I did that was a lot of people don't know about it. It was a very big pop record. It was a song with the cartoon Beavis and Butthead.
I mess with Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead, yeah.
I thought you had to be high or on something.
I was on that Beavis and Butthead album with Led Zeppelin, Run DMC, Sir Mix-a-Lot, myself, and Cher. I was the last person that recorded it. Matter of fact, Cher and I were the last two to record, and it was like, we gotta put these two together. You and Cher, and
you got to work with a great. So that means you're great to be next to somebody or even in the same room.
They have a
share conversation.
You gotta Google it. There's the actual video with that, and
I rocks with you.
And it was a double A side, Cher and me. People don't know about it, but it's so many millions, and it's good. It was good money to make.
Let me ask you this. So, from you handling your business from day one, got you eating 20, 30, 40 years later. Off of this type of stuff that you did, because I got artists. I got producers. I got very well-known producers, good friends of mine. Pick up the phone when I call, type of stuff that you work with in the game. Like, it go a long way building these relationships, but it ain't just about hip hop. When you work with somebody like Cher, you did it on a whole nother platform.
Almost definitely, and when I finished with that,
that's why you can eat 40 years later.
When the revenue,
you said Led Zeppelin. Ain't too many brothers talk about white rock stars. I watch white rock documentaries. I grew up watching Billy Idol. I just got a face. I cut the tips off all my leather gloves in the wintertime. My mom whooped my ass because why would you do that? But I was just doing what I saw on MTV. No black artist was on MTV back then.
That's right. Well, Nile Rodgers produced the record. So I was with Nile. I'm in the studio with Nile Rodgers, and we work. And he's like, "Yo, what you want to do?" And I'm like, all my life, I'm wishing on a star. Baby girl, there you are. And Beavis and Butthead is like, yeah, he said, there you are. And we going back and forth, and we doing like the I Got a Man thing. But me and Beavis and Butthead, they're like, yo, he's like, this is insane. And the joint was funky, and me and Nile Rodgers was in there, and we was just working, and he was like, yo, man, this is insane. This is incredible. And I'm like, I'm with the man who made Freak Out.
You're not just hip hop.
I'm just not. Oh, definitely not. I'm business.
You're not just one
music.
That's the key thing. What did you do in business that got you this far in the game? What did you do in business?
Well, I'm gonna say this.
LLC back then.
I'm gonna say this. I broke a group that has the hottest selling rap record of all time. Outkast. I broke that, and you can Google that. You can look and see it. You can call Big Boy. You can ask anybody.
But I want to know, what were you? What entity was you? An independent record label? Was you a LLC?
I was all.
What was you to get you to that point that they cut your company a check?
Well, it was a corporate account at that point in time because when I did get my first installment of money, I bought a lot of property in South Carolina. My grandfather was a sharecropper for a lot of people, and the other people he sharecropped for, everybody died except one lady, and my dad was cool with her. I guess that was his little girlfriend back when they was young.
Yeah, you gotta put your dick in.
Yeah. She wanted to dump me.
So you got adopted by a rich.
So she said if you want to buy the property, she would sell it, at a nice price. And I went and we bought it. It was a crazy loan. I was doing balloon installments. It drove me nuts. It drove me crazy. And I might have sold it, about 7.5 years ago, almost 8 years ago, and
set you up for the rest of your life.
I said, you know what? I'm moving to Atlanta.
And they put a Walmart on it.
No, I think they're probably gonna grow weed or something. I sold it to we sold it to
a grower, not a shore.
A tree company, International Paper, and they bought it. So they cut it, they cleaned it off, and they plant new trees. That's what they did.
Well, you did right. Like my brother also too. He came like a fat rat. He had a corner property. We did the corner. The club name changed 3 or 4 times. Shout out to KT. You're a very highly respected black businessman in my life. I always look up to you. I admire you, bro. This is my brother.
But we about business though. We will sell some chicken and some fish.
You want to be about business. A lot of people don't. They get in it for whatever Instagram is and whatever to show the people at home that's sitting there depressed because you look like you rich, and really when they meet you in reality, you ain't got none of that shit. Like Jay-Z said, what's the difference between a 4.5 and a 5.0? I don't know.
What's the difference?
About 40,000, you cocksucker. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, it's great people out here that handle business. Man, you handle business in this game. You deserve to be where you be. You deserve to have everything. Cause you're actually touring like T.I. right now. You everywhere. And you got D'Amico and you got Sunshine with you.
Well, I think we might have that a little bit backwards, but it's cool. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
You are touring.
Cause listen. I'm touring. We're touring. I think
your music touring on this scale. You come back to comedy and it's touring on. You afloat.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though is that when it came to comedy, you remember the first time you reached the first. Okay, here we go. Here's this. I guess we'll come back on this.
Yeah, we had to say
the first person to reach out to me when I was doing comedy had to be back. It might be 2009.
Man, you talked a lot.
2009. So I don't know who I'm touring like, but the people might be touring like me though. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I was on tour with Tyler Craig. God rest the dead. I was on tour with Tyler Craig and we hung out in South Carolina.
Incredible.
Comedy House. Me and you, we politic. Yeah. Cause I was like you was doing stand up in and out, and you was like, I'm gonna get into it, and then
you said send me the thing, man. So I sent you what I was working on.
Yeah.
And you was like, man, you got to come to Atlanta, man. Come to Atlanta. And we would talk. We would talk all the time.
You and K-Dub are about the only 2 niggas I ever told come to Atlanta and get some of this.
Get out of here.
This right here is the best platform for stand up comedy, and you're gonna network your way. You can eat every day of the week out here if you want to.
And listen,
if you lazy, you're gonna end up broke and fucked up.
And if you can do it here, you can go any place in the country.
Yeah, because it's everybody here and everybody. Now in New York, you get the best of both worlds: black, white, Chinese, Arabian, Caribbean, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? You also judge to the T. You know what I'm saying?
But that brown liquor chicken crowd is like, boy, down here, if you gonna win, if you get the W, woo!
Let's get this Spanish, baby.
You can go and crush any place in the world.
He recently said he called me and my phone went to voicemail. I was on tour doing some other things. I don't believe him. I wanted that money. I want all the money that comes with this hip-hop comedy shit. This is my dog, Positive K, man. And we was talking about some great stuff. Brother came up with Jay-Z and Jay-Z changed his number on him. So ever since then, he had to work with brothers like me. Positive K, tell the people your story, man.
Well, like I said, Fredo Davis was the first. When I decided to go into comedy, it was about 2009, and I was working out of South Carolina. Well, first out of New York, and then I moved to South Carolina to take care of my mother because she was sick.
And a lot of my great friends take care of their mother.
I'm a caregiver.
John Reed.
That's my first job.
Yeah. Right. As you should, because she took care of you when you couldn't do shit.
Yeah, but that diaper hit different at 82.
Well, it's grown. It's grown. Okay?
This ain't no 4-year-old diaper. This is an 82-year-old.
And you better get your Darth Vader mask.
You know what I'm saying? I love you, mama, but But now,
and let me tell you something. You can live a longer life, and you earned your wings to heaven, brother, for what you do.
I appreciate it.
You're a great. I honor and respect that, because like when my grandma got old, nobody was there to take care of her. And my grandma, all you need is love to keep living.
God bless you.
The love and that. My grandma was like, I'm about to get the fuck out of here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love you. You good.
That's one heaven of a statement.
My grandma, I'm gonna go and check out, nigga. I can't do this shit. These kids ain't shit.
They ain't doing that. I smell weed. They smell weed.
Hey, these kids got me fucked up.
My ventilator clogged up.
She said, watch this. Watch when I check out. See what happened to these niggas. Hey, they didn't even want her to go.
They sniffing my oxygen.
They started dying behind her. I was like, damn, she can't even go to heaven in peace. They started dying behind her. I was like, god damn.
But really, man, you was the first guy I reached out. Well, I was in South Carolina, and I was doing the I think it was the Palmetto House, Comedy House, all them little comedy in that South Carolina area. And you was like, yo, man, you the dude to do the thing, man, the thing. I know he said the thing and the thing. I said, what thing you talking about?
The song, I got it, man, because I was messing with a girl from Northview at that time, and I remember seeing you, Bob MC, treat them like they want to be treated, video, 3 times dope video. And all the little up and coming MCs that ain't around now like you know what I'm saying. But I remember watching you, brother, and seeing a brother fly dressed in the suit and the ballets, whatever. You did a lot of stuff in the video, velour suits and shit. Like I was like, this nigga was Dapper Dan making your shit too back then?
It was changes. Yeah,
it was like nigga.
As a matter of fact, I got a suit that wasn't made, because that was the night Mike Tyson and Mitch Green got it on. So I got a suit that Dapper. My suit's still unfinished. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Jericho just got on when Tyson hit. Mitch Green so goddamn hard, and they said Mitch Green.
Dapper burnt everything. He said, I don't know if I'm going to call.
Mitch Green rode his bike up there to get his ass whooped. What the fuck did you a heavyweight champ riding a bike for?
Nah, man. Comedy's a great game, man. Yeah. I remember after that, you know, it was 2 things that was so funny to me. Because I started recording stuff, you know, because I didn't know, I wasn't ready for no stage.
Yeah. And
I had to like get my material together, so I was recording stuff. I mean, I didn't know how to really cultivate my skills. So I'm gonna tell you what I did. I started just writing jokes and recording them, you know. And then my cousin, who's my DJ, he's like, yo, he listened to what I did, and he put some sound effects. Yeah, Richard Pryor all the way, Red Fox, you know what I'm saying? Chitlin Circuit record. I was doing.
A lot of people missed that too.
I did black race records, but listen, and it's so crazy, and that's coming back. But I did it, and I was like, and people were like, "This is funny as hell." I was like, "Oh man!" I said, "Oh yeah." And I was like, I said, I'm gonna move it around.
Try stand up.
I'm gonna move it around. I'm not gonna move it around. So I'm gonna tell you what I did. I sent it to I said it to.
You sent it to laugh tracks? Go ahead.
I said it to Chris Spencer.
Chris Spencer, shout out to Chris Spencer. He does a lot behind the scenes, yo. Major production when you're dealing with Chris Spencer. He over there with Kevin Hart. He wrote that first show, Hollywood Husbands, the shit.
He wrote Last Stuff.
Salute Chris Spencer. He's a
GOAT. He's a comedian GOAT.
Yeah.
And I called him on the phone. I said, Chris, I just want to listen to what I'm doing. He said, what are you, Richard Pryor? He said, are you making race records? Because they called it race records back in the days when you were class. I said, yo, listen, man. I said, Chris, I just want you to know that I'm trying. He was like, okay. He said, when you start working, let me know what's going on. He cut me short, but he gave me the best incentive at all. And he still, I reached out to him recently. He was like, stage time, baby, stage time. I said, man, I'm just trying to get, like he said, he said, I see you. I said, I'm just trying to get like you.
Can I give you some more?
He said, stage time.
Because like you coming from hip hop to comedy, keep posting comedy videos, but one joke at a time. Don't post your whole set. One joke at a time.
You know, and I learned that, you know, and I say
it's for you, but they're gonna see you even more once you learn the formula.
Yeah.
I don't know what you follow. What you want to be famous, or you want to be a people person, or you want to get this money off this shit. I'm gonna tell you each one of them: Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. YouTube, you gonna get the money. Instagram, you're gonna be famous. Facebook, you're gonna be the people person.
Nobody gives me the G like my brother right here. And listen, and I didn't know that because I was just trying to let people know that I got some chops. But you know what though? You know what happens? Oh, I had a joke like had the same premise.
Man, fuck those niggas. And do your thing, because those niggas ain't gonna be around 5 to 10 years.
It's funky. They
shit, bro. You coming from hip hop? You can't steal shit. But they gonna steal your lines.
When I first started, I'm not gonna say this comedian's name.
Man, say that pussy name, man.
But his name has initials, and I
did a joke. Then I don't know who the pussy is.
Well, you asked Mario Torre. I did.
That's my brother.
No. Mario Torre. No. Oh, not Mario Torre. Listen, I said you can ask Mario Torre. I did a comedy competition. I said I'm gonna do it. I said I'm gonna win it. Did the joint. I did this competition. Everybody went. I thought I was the last one. I went up there and I killed it. And this guy was hosting it and whatnot. He was like, man, you was funny as hell, man. He was funny as hell. He said, I'm gonna let you know right now. I think you got it. And then Mario went up after me. He went up after me, and Mario got it. It was in North Carolina.
Mario is the people person, and then he hold like the bonuses of comedy. You look young, and you're in shape, and you funny.
Hold that thought right there. I'm going to touch on that too about being in shape and in the look.
It don't matter.
But here it goes. But here it goes. It came. I said we got it, and I came in second, and Mario won. And I said, man, get out of here, man.
Hey, first place ain't always the best place to be in. Second place could take you many of places that you want to. Let me tell you something.
But Mario gives me love. He gives me love when I see him.
So what did he win?
But here's the story. The funny thing was this. It was like a little trophy. I think a couple of dollars or something. And I think in a spot at the upcoming comedy show that was in North Carolina. But what happened was the comedian that was hosting said, hey man, I don't know, I thought you won, but that was dope as hell, but congratulations. I'm gonna use all them jokes on this boat ride I'm doing this weekend.
As he should.
And I said, what? He said, man, that Missy joke was funny as hell.
That nigga not gonna be around 5 to 10 years from later.
Well, he's still around, but he ain't doing what he was doing.
The host?
He ain't doing what he was to be doing. But anyway, the story goes on. I don't like talking bad about nobody.
Let me tell you something, man. This game, man. You can make it, or you can fake it until you make it, or you can just be real and come in last. So, I don't know what that means, but I'm just gonna put it all together, man. Fuck that shit. Do you, man? Keep jumping off of cliffs of comedy and enjoying your fucking stuff. You multi-platinum artists in the fucking hip hop game. You over here doing something fun. You and T.I. the only two niggas I seen doing stand-up comedy.
I don't know what. As a rapper, I know what it is as a rapper to be on stage as a rapper, but I know what it is to be on stage as a comedian.
Yeah,
let me tell you something.
Slows the fuck down.
Let me tell you something.
Music behind this.
When they get quiet, baby. When they get quiet, you got to. If you're not poised and you're not experienced, that silence will
That's your
eat
time
you.
To create, and
that's that room. That's that space.
Once you're a people person, bro, that quiet don't mean shit. You better watch Dave Chappelle specials. He's a mastermind.
Listen,
and that quietness, he's gonna create a fucking diamond that's gonna rock the whole room. Black, white, Chinese, whatever the fuck you are. He creates in that space.
Yeah. I love Marvin Hunter, another good friend.
Marvin Hunter, very funny.
He said, man, you got to embrace the silence. He said, when they get quiet, you know what that means? They listening.
Yeah.
I said, what?
I wish you could go to the spot with me tonight. You see what the fuck it is to be up there crafting and creating some jokes. Because sometimes they want it back to back, but nigga, everybody ain't a back to back type of show.
Hey, listen, I did, and that's another thing. I did a show with Barbara Carlisle, my first 5 shows,
Barbara Carlisle, legend.
Listen, and she gave me the opportunity to come on out. Did very well, and it was
Tiffany
great show.
Haddish special.
Man, we did it again just recently, so she definitely rocks with the kid. But it was so crazy that I was like, after the first show, I'm like, I'm trained, I'm done. I done drank my drink to get me amped. I'm like, I gotta do it again. So,
one show, 2 shows that night.
Then you gotta go to the next show, the next day.
So it's 2 shows a night, though. Anything out of Atlanta might be 3 shows a night.
Well, it's like one. It was uptown. It was kind of called. It was either. It was like. No, it was 4. It was 4 and 1.
3 at most. 3 at the most. Like
it was
9 o'clock and the 10 o'clock.
She did the weekend, and it was.
So it's 2 shows. Anything outside of Atlanta, nigga,
it was a Saturday, a Sunday.
Anything outside of Atlanta is 2 shows, nigga. I don't know what the fuck this shit is.
Nah, they did. No, let me tell you something. It was about. It was 3 and about.
Where you was?
Unless I was that Disney. I was uptown
Disney,
Atlanta Comedy Kid.
Anything? I said Atlanta, nigga. So you was Atlanta.
So was it Friday?
Friday 2 shows, Saturday 3 shows.
No, it was Friday.
Sunday 1.
It was Friday 1 show.
Friday 2 shows.
Saturday 2 shows, and Sunday 1. Yeah.
No.
I'm right.
Depending on how long ago it was 3 Fridays.
It was 5 jammies, man. I was dizzy. Don't tell me I was sick. Because I was like, boom. I'll never forget because
2 shows Friday, 3 Saturday.
DC Curry came. I said, DC, how you doing? He said, ain't it rough? He said, you be drunk by the...
Oh, no, I don't perform drunk too, but I embraced it. You gotta embrace that shit. That drunk shit ain't no joke. Cause you're out there and you speaking from a drunk point of view.
You can really kill with that, but then you can really crash and burn with it too.
Yeah, and like me, I come from a drunk background, so
yeah.
Like me, I embrace this shit.
Yeah.
Like this is your profession. I wouldn't recommend no drug, no alcohol, or nothing for you to get locked in on when you creating and becoming the genius that you are, because it ain't gonna be there on those days when you really need it. When you got your auditions and you performing and shit, you can't come in on that shit, and then your body changes, so you don't even know. You be like, I'm gonna take a drink, knock the butterfly out. That day could be your drunkest day in the fucking world. That little sip and just take your ass through the roof.
It messes your whole timing up. It messes your whole thought process up, and your quickness when you just reading the room and you're not messing with.
And then like after a while, now you see what that drink in your hand years later do. It make you lack on certain things. Don't never lack, bro. Just stay persistent.
I'm getting back. I just realized that because let me tell you the sad part. When I first got in, and this was my thing, the only job that you could really do and drink on the job, and smoke on the job, is be a comedian. Yeah, Airplane Pilot was number 1. It was comedian was second.
Denzel movie. He said I was drunk on October 13th. I was drunk on October 14th. October 15th, I landed the plane upside down to save all these motherfuckers' lives.
And they had to get them high to do it. So but that's what it was, man. But let me tell you this. I don't want to be that guy. Like I was telling you offline. I was saying that I take care of my mother, and sometimes them days really get me a little depressed. And I don't. Sometimes I'm a human. I'm a human being.
You are human.
Some days I don't feel that funny. I was talking to Talented Comedian, which I had my first show
out of New York. He is a New York king.
Gave me my first show that I bombed on, and I really didn't bomb.
No, let me tell you something. You bombed. Go ahead.
No. I really did good.
Let me tell you something. That's your ego.
No. I bombed. I'm taking.
You never bombed doing music, but you bombed.
Let me get back to my emotional.
Hey, John, I'm gonna call you about this shit.
Let me get back to my emotional thing. I spoke to him on the phone and I said, "Yo, man," I said, sometimes when my mom's ain't doing good, I'm going through some real stuff with her, man, because she's 82 years old and I'm a caregiver, and it's only me. I said some days I don't feel like going in. He said, bro, kiss your mom on the forehead, go to the stage, grab the microphone, and clock in. That's what he told me. He said, and you clock in, and it's at work as usual. And you get off, then go handle your business.
Yeah, because being a black comedian, it ain't easy.
It can't be. For no black,
ain't no crystal stairwell. I'm gonna tell you that now, nigga. Like, my baby mom called me 1,000 bitch ass niggas in one day. It took all my might not to show my men's strength. I have to walk away and accept that bitch ass nigga. But that's the first joke out my mouth, because wherever you back me into a corner, why I gotta be so many bitch ass niggas? And what are you going through to put me in this position and call me that many bitch ass? What did I do to show bitch assness to that point? You know what I'm saying? But I just turned it into a positive, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, black comedians, it's therapeutic to do stand up, and there's also outlet to life and real circumstances to for you to better yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's life ain't perfect, but what you're doing is a great thing, bro. Because if I had to take care of my mom, shit, I'm at every show. I ain't missing no shows.
I know.
Sorry, mama.
It's motivation.
That's what it's called, insurance.
But you know,
did you make that check out to me? No,
my first. I had 2 official bombs. My first official bomb.
You talking about bombing, man? Don't focus on that shit. Nobody don't remember you bombing, nigga.
I want to talk about talent because I didn't bomb.
You're still in denial.
No, wasn't.
You are, man.
Let me just give you a story, real quick.
You didn't know comedy yet, so you bombed.
You know how I bombed?
If you show me the tape, I'm like, okay, you bombed.
No. I came out and I killed for my 5 minutes. My 5 minutes.
So how many minutes did you do? 10 to 15.
I didn't know. I didn't know what the light was. I said, "Yo, is there a sniper in the building?"
Now that's funny. So I laughed at that. I give you 6 minutes.
He came on. He said, "Okay, I can't watch this no more." He said, "Listen." When they flashed the light, and then let me tell you who I was on with. I was on with Tommy Davidson, Linnell, and Joe Claire.
Yeah, they didn't need you.
And listen.
They didn't need you.
Tommy said,
"Why are you there, Kay?"
Linnell said, "Look, baby." She said, "Look, baby, you did fine. You did wonderful." She said, baby, you did fine for the first 5 minutes. She said, "But why did you stay so long?"
Linnell got a special on Netflix right now. Y'all check it out.
And then Tommy said, "You supposed to just come and just warm it up. Just warm it up. Warm it up for me. I'm the headliner. Just let me do it. Just warm it up. He said, "Man, just let me warm it up. You ain't got to do no time."
You didn't know comedy particularly.
I didn't know nothing. I didn't know what the red light was.
In this case, right, I'm gonna go with the bomb. He bombed that.
I bombed, but all comedians, the red light, young comedians, the red light means it's time for you to wrap it up and get the hell off the stage.
You gotta know what that light means.
You're done.
Or you see a nigga waving his phone. Some of these niggas don't have a light. But let me tell you something, bro. We don't focus on the losers around here. We focus on the win.
No, I thought that was educational, just educational.
Yeah, but we don't talk about bombing up here, nigga. No. In this world over here, this platform we got, nigga, you successful now.
But I opened up for Mike Epps and Charleston Coliseum.
You called me about that.
And I caught a body. I opened up and that was wonderful. Thanks for Henry Welch. Thanks for Mike Epps. Thanks for TC, manager.
You did a good job.
Thanks for Ice-T's manager Mickey Benson to get me on there. Thanks for everybody and thanks for everybody.
You of the business of comedy, nigga. A phone call. That's all to get you where you need to be. On the big stages, you're doing it right. Don't never stop networking and doing what you're doing. Cause
I don't jump the line though. I get in the trenches with everybody.
I ain't no fucking line.
I don't jump the line.
You stand in line, you're gonna be last.
I don't jump the line.
Fuck that. I did the 50 Cent audition for BMF, nigga. You think I'm walking to the back of the line? That back of the line is 4 hours, nigga. Hey, what's up? Hey, fake like I know you. Now I'm in line, nigga. Fuck you talking about? What you drinking? Who need coffee? All that shit. I'm gonna finagle my way to the fucking front of the line.
I got you.
As soon as I got to the front of the line, they started fighting. I was so fucked. Audition's over.
You had a BMF goddamn audition. What you think was gonna happen?
We 2-3 seasons in now. God damn it.
You think was gonna happen?
They fought like a motherfucker right there on the steps.
Nah, man. You know, all in all, I love this comedy game.
Are you having a great comedy career?
I really love it. I'm terrified every time I go up.
And that's a good thing. You need that butterfly to make you better.
That's right. And when I get on there, it's time to clock in and go to work, and that's what I do, man. Now I clock in and I go to work. I clock in and go to work, man. You know, that's what it is. That's my job. As now you can call me a rapper, comedian. I never call myself a comedian. They call me rapper/comedian now. Some call me straight up comedian. I heard now that I'm even one in the little voting contest for the Atlanta comedians. I'm on the list. Get out of here! I'm on the list of Atlanta.
You are a comedian too. Now, as long as it's your point of view and your perspective that make you a comedian. You're an entertainer, you know what I'm saying? You're all around great guy. So like if you did a what they call it, what's that shit in Vegas they give you? A residency. Right? If you did that.
I just got a call to go out to Vegas and do some stuff, but I'll let you know about that later.
Yeah, you can do a couple of songs and you can perform your stand up and you bring out your act. You got a whole show.
Yeah.
So that when you become a millionaire again.
Yeah.
For the third or fourth time for all the shit that you done did.
All right.
So you take your acts. Was you taking Sunshine and D'Amico, or you bringing me, D'Amico, and Sunshine? Who are you bringing? I want to know when you go to Vegas.
Mr. Vlad, if I could bring them all,
call me
good.
Mr. Vlad.
Let me tell you something. Mr.
Nigga, I sound like Vlad to you. Mr. Davis, brother.
Mr. Davis.
Yeah. All capital letters.
Like I said, the first guy that brought me in here, I try to do the best, call him first for everything, but he be so busy moving around because he is a superstar.
And going to Vegas, I'm going.
I want to shout out Fredo Davis, Zooman Miller.
Woo!
Zooman Miller. Oh, somebody, Zooman getting some late. Anyhow, meanwhile, Mega the Ranch.
You can ring my
Zooman Jokes is doing something for some of these ladies.
Where she scream?
Wayball.
Wayball, good peoples.
Wait, I ain't no screens. Okay, well, we're cool. Work on it, Wayball. But that's my. Wait, boy.
You got a great personality too,
That's
bro.
my guy. That's my guy. Those are my two senseis. I got a problem. I'm calling Fredo. I'm calling Zoo. I'm calling Waitball. Those are my senseis, and if I could take them out, they go. My boy D'Amico, I take him out.
Zoo is a good look for Vegas if you did it with him. But like Zoo, all around host, and like he can feature that. He toured with Cat Williams right now, so shout out to Zoo. He just had a birthday. He turned 112. Zoo, we love you, bro.
Goddamn right. He looks good for 115.
Yeah, I give it to him. Zoo, he still look young.
Look good for 115.
But that Facebook picture, I don't know if it was in black and white, but his whole beard was great.
He photoshopped his whole skin tone.
You my dog, Zoo. Happy birthday. We wouldn't be comedians if we ain't roast you.
Gotta get a little.
He had a whole great beard.
Yeah, he got charcoal on his face. Hey, listen. Hey, big shout out to T.I. Because let me tell you, I'm tired of being alone. Come on, man, T.I. Let's pull it together. Let's get it together. Let's get it going on, man.
You want to open up for the T.I. show? For the stand-up comedy?
Hey, listen. I love to come on Tripping on Sundays, whatever they want to do.
Tripping on Sunday. They don't book a headliner. It's just comedians and T.I. headline every Sunday.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know.
I don't think well, whatever they doing, I'm gonna be a part of the T.I. thing. It's wonderful.
Get off your high horse and go meet the man. He's down to earth.
I'm not a good grappler.
A good gravel?
I don't. Listen. Hey, listen.
Let me tell you something. Once I play this, I'm going to play that part. Hey, T.I., you find it in your heart to put me up there.
Because you find it in your heart, I'm not a good grappler. I'm not a good grappler.
Tripping on Sundays, if you can find it in your heart, T.I., if I can get a few minutes to impress you to go on tour with your T.I.
Hey, listen.
Positive K.
Favorite record band, Ride Around in my old school. Right there. Big shout to the king of the South.
Say less, man.
Yeah, man.
But man, Positive K, was an honor and a pleasure to have you dropping some jewels tonight. We got to go out here and do some professional, successful shit after this show. But like, brother, keep having a successful comedy career, hip-hop career, and doing your things. Like, you tour with the greats, so you are great. And you done got advice from the best of them. You know what I'm saying? You in this comedy world, man. What can the world expect from you?
I don't know, man. It might be some... I don't know what's happening, man. Movies, TV.
The residency in Vegas, we need to record that.
You know what? Yeah. Matter of fact, big shout to Charlie Mack. Big shout to LeVay.
Charlie Mack.
They just gave me the phone call. Charlie Mack's doing this big thing in Vegas, and we got
You're a legend, bro.
We got this thing in the process, and they want somebody to be the comedic person, and my name popped up, and I'm glad. I'm just glad to be in the conversation. Put it that way.
And when you do your 1 or 2 songs, because they don't normally give the opening act that long, and some stand up, you gonna win. You got a whole show.
Well, I got the whole thing something a little bit different, but I understand.
I don't know what the fuck you gonna do. I just seen what I seen.
Thank you for that grandioso compliment. Did you just?
I don't know how it is. You might not be the opening act. I don't know.
He said you had 2 disco singles in the.
The song that we talked about. You're a creative genius for even doing it like that. Being able to tweak your voice, then MC Light, like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're working on, however you're working on it, you was way ahead of your time. I'm just here to give you a spotlight. You know what I'm saying? Why you deserve it, bro.
No, I appreciate it. I'm just busting your chops, man. But
yeah, because
like I said,
you never get one-on-one with people. A lot of people is all over the place. I wanted to talk to you and get direct. Like, we supposed to do this with the Cognac Boys podcast. D'Amico was busy, you was busy, and then I was talking to you, but you was like, call D'Amico to set up this. I don't like middleman in between none of the business. But I could talk directly to you, me and you gonna talk, nigga, and set up the date. So your middleman got it confused by the time it come back to me, and that shit never happened. It's a year later, nigga.
Well, you try to get people there. Hey, they just do. Hey,
man,
this is your responsibility. And
you can't put a Band-Aid on bullshit because it's still wet and steaming.
Hey, listen, baby. If you hang with a crippled person long enough, you gonna start to limp. I'm just saying, it wasn't my fault. God damn it.
Hey, we here where we supposed to be, and it happened when it's supposed to happen. This comedian, Fredo Davis, 101, Positive K.
Rapper, comedian, Positive K.
Man, entrepreneur, lesbian, and all that good shit.
Damn right, you know what I'm saying? And I love your baby mama too.
And where I think.